If Pete Crow Armstrong remembers that he's Pete Crow Armstrong, the rest of the league and this postseason just might be in trouble. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. I'm your host, Mike Jones. Thanks so much for tuning in and for watching. Yo, listen, the Chicago Cubs win their 86th game of the season, taking out the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's right, the Pittsburgh Pirates. And you know, every single time the Chicago Cubs win, we got to fly that W, baby. That's right, 86 times, y'all. This is my first season doing this show on this channel. And guys, the Cubs won 86 games in my first season. I feel spoiled. I've seen seasons before where the Cubs could muster up, 86 wins in a season. And just to be here right now in this moment, it is not taken lightly by me. I am a lifelong Chicago Cub fan. I talk to Hayes and Big Kev all the time, and we always chat about it. And I always tell them, man, like, it's room over here on the north side for y'all, man. Y'all can come on over here, man. Y'all can leave them White Sox alone and come to this side. Hayes is vehemently told me I will never be a Cubs fan again, even though he started out being a Cubs fan. But Big Kev kind of, like I said, he likes them both, but if he has to choose, he's going with the White Sox when they play each other. So, and that's neither here nor there, because we're here. It's me and you. And that's what really matters. The fact that we are here to celebrate the 86th win of the season. And guys, this win did not come without some drama at the end there, where it got a little frightful, but the Chicago Cubs were able to lock this down and shut out the Pittsburgh Pirates, not allowing them to score one single solitary run. And it was done off the backs of the usuals. It was done off the back of Michael Busch homering. It was done off Nico Horner. It was done off Ian Happ. And it was done off of Pete Crow Armstrong. That's right. Man, listen, I know this game had to feel good for PCA. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I've heard the chatter. I've seen the rooms on X. I've seen everybody, making fun of PCA. All you got to do is type in PCA's name on X and you see it all the time. Everybody making fun of PCA, talking about, I remember back, I'm old enough to remember back when PCA was a part of the MVP conversation, stuff like that. Listen, let me tell you something. Pete Crow Armstrong is on the cusp of making Cubs history. Tonight, he hit his 29th home run of the season. With one more home run that he could potentially have the first 30 for 30 season. That's right. First Cub ever in the history of the team with 30 home runs, 30 doubles, and 30 stolen bases in one season. Pete Crow Armstrong is on the cusp of history. He has a week and a half to get that last home run. Will he do it? We got to see. We got to see, man. But it was so refreshing tonight, so good tonight to see him, get that home run. And I think it kind of got the monkey off his back. Like, guys, listen, Pete Crow Armstrong heard all the chatter of the MVP conversation and, all the stardom, ESPN constantly interviewing him, MLB Network constantly interviewing him, TBS, all these other places wanting to talk to him. Like I said, he's got a child, he's on the way, everything like that. I mean, everybody wanted to start talking about his big money contract when he's still under team control for some time. And listen, I appreciate all that. I understand all of that. My thought is this: Pete Crow Armstrong just got to play baseball. Everything else, all the noise, he has to learn how to silence all the noise and just play baseball. All the other stuff will take care of itself. The money will come. The fame and fortune will be there. Look at Juan Soto. Look at Aaron Judge. Look at Shohei Ohtani. Look at Bobby Witt Jr. Look at Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado. All these big name players, Bryce Harper, all these guys, they play baseball. Let the other stuff take care of itself. Your play on the field will dictate what you make and who you are in this league. Whether you're a fly-by-night star or whether you're somebody that's superstardom. And the MLB wants to crown PCA. Trust me on this. The MLB, and PCA has a lot of haters, but the MLB alone wants to crown PCA as the next crown prince of the MLB. The way he plays, they want him to be one of those guys. He's going to be a perennial all-star because even based off his defense, he can have down seasons as far as his hitting, but his defense alone will command him gold gloves, platinum gloves, and on top of that, all-star appearances. He will be the face of the Chicago Cubs probably moving forward. I mean, that's just reality. Outside of them getting some other star, PCA will be the guy for the Chicago Cubs, and we all need to get used to that. They're going to market around him. They're going to market the team around him, everything like that. We will dive deeper into what his slumps look like and why he slumped like he did, but we'll save that for the offseason. But for right now, we can all do this. He can still hit home runs. In this game alone, he got a double. He also got a stolen base. He stole third. And on top of that, he also hit a home run. PCA is still PCA, y'all. Don't get down on your man yet just because he had a rough couple of months. Players go into slumps. PCA still comes out there and gives 110% every game, and we're better off because of it. We're a better team. These 86 wins don't happen without PCA. Remember that. Remember that. Without his defense, without all that he's contributed to this team this season, PCA is a big piece of what the Chicago Cubs are going to be doing moving forward. And we all just got to get ready for it. And yeah, he may go into some hitting slumps, but at the same time, Pete Kerr Armstrong is a guy. And soon will be the guy for the Cubs. I'm gonna be 100% with y'all. I don't expect Kyle Tucker to sign back with the Chicago Cubs. I will be shocked if Kyle Tucker signs back with the Chicago Cubs. After all the injuries, after his numbers taking a slump, I know the Chicago Cubs are going to try to lowball him on the deal. Unless they already have a deal made and done and a handshake agreement on it. I don't foresee Kyle Tucker re-signing with the Chicago Cubs. I think he's going to end up in L.A. Or somewhere like that. I mean, the Giants may swoop in and offer him some money. Who knows? One of these big money markets are going to offer him a crap load of money, and he will have a lot less that he has to do. A lot less will be expected of him. And he may take them up on it. Who knows? We'll see. But PCA, even if Kyle Tucker is gone, PCA will sign with the Cubs probably and will stay a Cub for a long time. And they're going to offer him a boatload of money. He might get the richest contract in Chicago Cubs history. And I mean, he'll be deserving of it. He's box office. He's must see. The Cubs will get marquee games, pun intended. Cubs will get high marquee games on whatever station, whatever channel, whether it's NBC or whomever picks up Sunday Night Baseball next. The Cubs will get marquee names, not only because of their names, but because of Wrigley Field, but also because of Pete Kerr Armstrong. That's just facts, man. So PCA is here to stay. And like I said, and I'm so glad that he came out of this slump and that he's finding his way. And he's close to making history, man. Close to making history for the Chicago Cubs. What a season. What a guy. But we got more players to talk about and the importance of the team effort right after these messages. I have been talking ad nauseum, and I still will continue to talk about the product, the brand that has changed my life and can change yours too. What's that product? It's Dubby. It's an all-natural energy supplement that you can take on the daily to help you get through those urges, those moments when you want to nap, then when you hit the cliff, or if you had a long night the night before and need to get through another crazy day of the hustle and bustle, the 9 to 5, whatever you got going on, Dubby is your energy drink. That's right. Not to mention, when you buy a container of Dubby, it actually equals out to almost $1 per drink. You can mix it in with whatever you want, whether that be a juice, whether that be a water, whether that be some type of other energy flavored drink, whatever you want, you can mix Dubby with it and it will do the trick for you. Guys, I don't understand what you're waiting on. W takes care of everything for you. All you have to do is go on to the W website and place your order. And at this time, when you do that, all you have to do is put in Cubs Central Pod 2024. That's right, Cubs Central Pod 2024, and you get 10% off on your W order. That's right. Hey, listen, guys, I'm telling you right now, Jitterless Energy. It's they have all different types of different flavors for you. W has what you need. Be better with W. The Chicago Cubs this season have had a wonderful season so far. I know it's been full of its ups and downs, its frustrating moments. The trading deadline was frustrating for some. The months of July and August were frustrating for some. But now there's light at the end of the tunnel. The Chicago Cubs' magic number to make it into the postseason is down to 3. That's right, 3 games. And like I said, and their magic number, the true magic number to look out for, is down to 9. 9 wins them the top spot in the wild card, and that means that they get home field advantage for the wild card round. And that is going to be huge playing at Wrigley, because the Chicago Cubs have had a lot of success at Wrigley Field. I don't want the Chicago Cubs, as of right now, with the matchups, they would end up playing the San Diego Padres in the wild card round, and that would be it's going to be tough at Wrigley to hit. It's going to be tough at Wrigley to hit home runs, which that is a lot of what you have to face with the San Diego Padres, as that home run power of Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado. So when you look at that, it plays into the Cubs' favor in order for them to win games, for the games to be played at Wrigley Field. So when you look at that and you say to yourself, like, man, this is a real opportunity here to do something major for this club and for this team, I think that the Chicago Cubs need to lock down that home field advantage for the wild card round. Then they would go on to face Milwaukee in the second round. We'd be right back to it. Cubs versus Milwaukee, the way it should be. Craig Counsell going up against his old team for a chance at the NLCS championship. So listen, let me tell you something. I am excited about the postseason. You guys got to get excited too, man. Like I said, we're going to have a great postseason. It's going to be fun. The Chicago Cubs' first time legitimately being back in the postseason outside of the COVID year since 2018. And listen, let me tell you something. This is going to be such a fun time. It's important to note, last but not least, that the Chicago Cubs do still have a path to the NL Central crown. Now, this is all pie in the sky, but let's talk about it. What would it take for the Chicago Cubs and the Brewers what would it take in a hypothetical sense for the Chicago Cubs to win the Central Division? If the Brewers go 0-12, the Cubs need to go 6 of 7 in the last games. If the Brewers go 1 for 11, the Cubs need to go 7 for 6. If the Brewers go 2 for 10, then the Cubs need to go 8 and 5. If the Brewers go 3 and 9, then the Cubs need to go 9 and 4. If the Brewers go 4 and 8, the Cubs need to go 10 and 3. If the Brewers go 5 and 7, the Cubs need to go 11 and 2. If the Brewers go 6 and 6, then the Cubs go 12 and 1. And if the Brewers go 7 and 5, then the Cubs need to go 13 and 0. And if the Brewers do 8 and 4 or better, then it doesn't matter. They win the division. So listen, there's a lot on the line here. There's a lot still on the line here, and a lot of baseball still left to be played, a lot of meaningful baseball. I don't think the Cubs have given up their hopes of winning the division just yet. And like I said, it's an opportunity for them to do that. So, I mean, they're 22 games over 500 right now as we speak. And again, this is what we're here for. We're here to play in the postseason. We're here to play in the postseason. And Chicago Cubs want to do that, then they have to continue to win. Speaking of having to continue to win, let's look at tomorrow's game. Let's look at Cade Horton going up against Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens with a 10-9 record. Cade Horton with a 10-4 record. Cade Horton 2.70 ERA. Paul Skeens with a 1.92 ERA. This game is going to be out of sight. It's going to be such a good game. I cannot wait to watch this pitchers duel tomorrow. Paul Skeens going to put on a show. This is probably one of his last times pitching, so we will see what happens with that. But listen, man, this game is going to be cannot miss TV. 5:40 tomorrow is the start time for that game. You don't want to miss it. Listen, I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Your pick to perform player of the game for the first game against the Pirates is going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. The stolen base, the double, the defense, and then, of course, the home run, knocking on history's door for the Chicago Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong is your pick to perform player of the game. Let's see if he can keep it up against Skeens tomorrow. Listen, I appreciate each and every last one of you guys for tuning in. Thanks so much. Until next time, go Cubs, go. Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.